We've only been talking about top tiers for the most part. This game has a legendary, true bad character, and her name is Elizabeth. Just like I really like to do when we look back at characters, I found some footage of me getting fucked up. I found some footage of me getting washed. And let's actually just go to the part where I get fucking washed. Why is it interesting when it's Elizabeth? So I talked about Kanji and Yukiko together, right? Kanji and Yukiko together, where Kanji is the grappler of the game. He's not great for a few reasons. And Yukiko is a zoner, and she is also not great in this game for other reasons. Now, that's all well and good. The thing is, Elizabeth is in the group of the most powerful characters in Persona lore, right? The Velvet Room characters. They're controllers of power. That's literally what they call them. And Elizabeth is not only weak in Persona 4 Arena 1, which is what this footage has, but also Persona 4 Ultimax, which is very interesting. So an extremely polarizing character. This is me losing a 7-3 matchup, right? Because I like showing off my L's, right? Yeah, the L's make the W's more real, right? So I got smoked. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's talk about Elizabeth. So Elizabeth was a time-released character in the original version. I forget if she came out first or if Shadow Labyrinth came out first. Now, she has a bunch of main issues. Really interesting character design, but a lot of issues. And I will go through them. So, 1, she's not fast. Speed is a mixed bag. Like, you don't have to be a fast character to be a good character, but it's pain. 2, her life total is bad. She gets deleted. As you can see, my homie Base got hit only a couple of times here. Truly, only a couple of times. I want to say just like a random 5D pop set play, and he's already in Awakening. He would have died, honestly. Elizabeth already would have died if it wasn't for the burst from Base. Big issue in this game because the damage output in this game is reasonably high amongst the top tier characters. Elizabeth's defense is not great. Also, every character in Persona 4 has a DP. It's 2 buttons, B and D. Every single character has that. But Elizabeth's DP and also Margaret's DP, they're both grabs. You can tech Elizabeth's DP. Much sadness. Her best defensive option, honestly, honestly, is probably her 2B, or basically, Elizabeth players used to use a 2B to tech out of throws. Another problem she has, I would like you to look up here. See my mouse? So it's the Persona cards, and we talked about this a couple times. Now, I'm playing Mitsuru. My Persona cards are mostly worthless to me. Like, it doesn't mean anything when I lose all my cards. As a reminder, if you don't know this game's systems, these cards are attached to your C and D buttons. You see Thanatos right here, right? So the C and D buttons are Persona attacks. The A and B buttons are your character's attacks. And you play the game together. When these 4 cards, in this version, when these 4 cards, or in Ultimax, when all the cards, because some characters have more than 4, some characters have less than 4, when they run out, you lose access to your Persona attacks. So you lose access to your C and D buttons, and maybe your DP, depending on the character. The reason why they change this in Ultimax to that not everyone has 4 is that some characters, Mitsuru, doesn't use her Persona very often. If she loses her Persona, the biggest L you take is that you don't get like bombos, where Elizabeth can't function. Like, she needs her Persona to play the game. In a lot of her strong situations, she needs her Persona. When she doesn't have her Persona, she is a very weak character. We can see from the offense here where I get mauled by this character because she is quite strong once she gets started. She's able to put status effects on you, so I have the fear status effect, and she has a command grab that like I can get away from, but she can like punish you for interacting with it. She can affect paralysis, which she just did. So now I'm like, oh god, can't move. I just have to sit here, take it. She has an armor frame trap or command grab. It's like the main ways that Base is using to attack me here. And just like that, smoked. So once she gets started, it is Persona the fighting game. So once she gets started, it's all good. The issue is just like starting in the first place. A lot of the strong characters are just maneuver around her stuff a lot. Mitsuru versus Elizabeth is mostly agreed to be the worst matchup in the game, like most one-sided matchup in the game, because Mitsuru kills you really quickly, and she can get around a lot of Elizabeth's offense. You see them have like plenty of counterplay for what's going on, but Base is out-selecting me here. She's doing a really good job out-selecting me here. puts herself into awakening on purpose to go for the kill. Bonk, goodbye. Right? So Elizabeth can do it. The one thing about this game is that everyone can do it. Like, trust. Anyone can do it. It's just really hard for her to do it. Between the defense, no life, and certain characters getting out for pressure really well and really easily, it's gonna be tough. That was an example of me getting smoked by Elizabeth. Let's look at what a standard, because I mean, I've done that to base too, by the way. I wanted to use the example where I get smoked by base, but I've also beaten base in this game. Let's use this is a more typical example of what Mitsuru versus Liz looks like, of where Liz mostly doesn't get to do stuff. LHI here is going to be doing his best, defending the best he can. I'm using all my various callouts. It's really, really hard for her to get out of the corner. It's super, super hard. Does she at least have bombos? Everyone has bombos in this game. Elizabeth is really about snowballing. It's really, really, really about snowballing. She has some like zoner-esque things of like, oh, my JB, which you saw here. I'll go back for a second. So her JB, she stalls a little bit. It alters her air momentum. So it can be hard for characters to anti-air. But like Narukami's 2B goes to the sky. Mitsuru can sweep under it and do a beat wall under it. So there's a lot of responses to that stuff that she has. Goodbye, she's dead. Mitsuru does too much damage, so she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Wow, Mitsuru balance? Well, Mitsuru is the best character in the game. Remember, your boy does not downplay. Mitsuru is the best character in this game. She is the best character in the game. That's my sugar mama. It's just that, like, Elizabeth can't get away from stuff. If she gets started, though, she could make something happen. I got spared. So I'm getting zoned. I don't give a fuck. She can't deal with that move. I set up to 50-50. Blocked. Nice. And my return off everything is bigger. And LHI understands, like, it's really hard to, like, just deal with Mitsuru's shit. I'm gonna hold this. If I die, I die. If I die, I die. It's part of the gig. Oh, let's go. Chance? Oh, I want to end Elizabeth's life. Holy shit. Sweep. Oh, GG. Goodbye. You love to see it. Mitsuru Kirijo. You love to see it. Dead. By the way, this is with defense boost. This is with defense boost. I did a lot of damage. It's very weird too. Like, you know, a lot of Arxis games, anime games, maybe I'll go as far as saying fighting games, but definitely anime games has the super powerful character that doesn't give a fuck, like, archetype in the game. And the difference can be like pretty big. Like, Slayer is pretty fucking strong, right? Slayer's pretty strong. Beerus didn't start out as very strong, but he's good now. Liz was always in the abyss. Margaret gives a fuck. Even though she's Elizabeth's sister, she does give a fuck, so. It's oh wait, chance, just kidding. And GG. Just like that. Oh no, burst. There's no chip kill in this game. Nothing like a Mitsuru dub though.